Welcome back to my channel Nature of Physics and Art. Now, first I want to explain one example for the electric flux and then continuation Gauss law to Coulomb's law. See, this is the cylindrical substance. So this cylindrical substance takes place in a uniform electric field. The uniform electric field direction is from left side to right side. Cylinder has the two plane surfaces. See, and one curved surface. So two plane surfaces and one curved surface, and this is uniform electric field. So electric flux phi is equal to E bar dot A bar. Okay, so we can write electric flux is equal to EA cos theta, and theta is the angle between E bar and A bar. Okay, so for this cylinder I'm considering three regions: first region, second region and third region. In first region, area is A, that is taken as A bar. Okay, so this is the second region, area is taken A and A bar is the area vector, and this is taken as here A bar. Okay, so then step by step we can do here. So theta is equal to here 180 degrees because of A bar and E bar is opposite direction. Okay, so here theta is equal to 90 degrees because of E bar and A bar is mutually perpendicular to each other on any curved surface area of the cylinder, and here theta is equal to 0 degrees, both are along the same direction. Here cos 0 is equal to 1, here cos 90 which is equal to 0, here cos 180 which is equal to minus 1, and I'm taking the electric flux. This area is phi 1 and this area is electric flux is phi 2. Okay, so this area electric flux is phi 3. Okay, step by step we can do here. So phi 1 which is equal to basic formula EA into cos theta. Theta is equal to 180, cos 180 is equal to minus 1. So here electric flux in the first region is minus EA, so that is a negative electric flux. Okay, in the second region, phi 2 which is equal to EA into 0 perpendicular cos 90 which is equal to 0. So then the flux phi 2 which is equal to 0. Okay, and next this is 90. Okay, and third one is third region, that is E bar dot A bar, that is EA cos theta. EA cos 0 is equal to 1. So here we will get electric flux phi 3 which is equal to E into A. So here electric flux is positive, here electric flux is negative, that is minus EA. Here second one is electric flux, okay, which is equal to 0. This is one of the best example for the electric flux. Okay, so then next Gauss law to Coulomb's law. Just a second, I will clean the board. See now, continuation Gauss law to Coulomb's law, in which Gauss law, so the basic formula is electric flux, that is closed integral E bar dot ds bar is equal to Q by epsilon naught. Okay, see, this is the source charge plus Q. Around the source charge, what is taken? This is the electric field. Electric field is radially outward direction, like this, radially outward direction. Okay, so for this we are considering the Gaussian sphere. This is what? Gaussian sphere. Okay, in Gauss law, around the charge Gaussian sphere we are assuming. On the Gaussian sphere there is a S is the surface area of the Gaussian sphere, and ds is the small element area, and ds bar is the area of vector C. So then electric field is radially outward direction, like this. Electric field is radially outward direction. Here we got theta is equal to 0 and cos 0 which is equal to 1. See, cos 0 is equal to 1. So this is the Gaussian sphere. on which small element area is ds, area of vector, that is normal. Okay, electric field also from the positive charge radial outward direction, E bar ds bar along the same direction, theta is equal 0, cos 0 is equal 1. So here replacing, that is closed integral E into ds into cos 0, which is equal to q by epsilon naught. So E ds, okay, so cos 0 is equal to 1, E into integral ds, which is equal to q by epsilon naught. And try to understand here, integral ds is equal to s is equal to 4 pi r square. So r is the radius here, r is the radius of the Gaussian sphere, r is the radius of the Gaussian sphere. Okay, so for this, E into 4 pi r square, which is equal to q divided by epsilon naught, and electric field is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q divided by r square. So we got equation number 1. Okay, so next we can take electric field intensity. What is the electric field intensity? E is equal to F by q naught. From this equation, F is equal to q naught into E, and the value is replaced here. We will get F, which is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q, and this value is q naught divided by r square. So this is taken as equation 2 is Coulomb's law. Okay, so we got from the Gauss law to Coulomb's law. This is the explanation proof for the Gauss law to Coulomb's law. Thank you.